A better and ideal big PK today, what we PK is the chassis suspension. Then the ones who fought were still Avita's 07 and the ideal L6. So how did these two cars perform today? Let's go and see if Avita's 07 is equipped with a Taihang chassis. So what is a Taihang chassis? The chassis of Avita 07 is a form with front double forklifts and rear multiple links. What materials are used? The biggest effect of aluminum alloy is to reduce the unsprung mass. Then let's take a look at the ideal L6. Ideal L6, it also uses the front double forklifts. Its rear suspension uses a 5-link link. The material is also made of aluminum alloy.
What are the benefits of its front double forklifts?
The front double fork arms are 2 upper and lower fork arms. It can accurately control the camber angle of the front wheels. Parameters for caster angle. When the vehicle is turning a corner, the front wheel has a large contact area, good closeness to the ground, filter out bumps on the ground. That allows the driver to more accurately control the direction of the vehicle's travel. Moreover, the double yoke suspension has great lateral rigidity when the vehicle is rapidly cornering or making an emergency lane change. Then it can provide strong outward support to the car body, restrain body roll, maintain the stability of the vehicle. The Avita 07 body adopts front and rear dual-in-one die casting technology. Integrate multiple parts into one whole. The strength and rigidity of the car body are greatly improved. Provide more reliable safety for drivers and passengers in the event of a collision. Then we can see the chassis of these two cars. Its front suspension also uses front double forklifts. So what is the difference? Post-school. So today I will prepare to lift 2 cars. Give everyone a good look at their chassis suspension. So now first raise Avita 07. Avita 07, its rear suspension is a HB multi-link structure. It consists of an H-shaped lower control arm. The characteristic of an outer connecting rod and a front connecting rod is that it has strong rigidity, especially lateral rigidity, connected to the steering knuckle through 4 bushings. The rigidity of the bushing can reach more than 20 kilometers, almost reaching a level of connection. Then Avita 07 chose this suspension. On the one hand, it is because HB can reduce the occupation of horizontal space. Convenient to place the motor on its rear axle. Another aspect is that junior high school HB can bear a strong weight. That's for Avita 07, which is more than 2 tons. It is a reasonable solution. While HB, it also uses a material of silicon magnesium aluminum alloy. Reduce the mass under the spring. At the same time, it improves the response speed of the suspension. Then this suspension combination is especially during high-speed driving or intense driving. Ensure the stability of the car body. Reduce vehicle body shaking and roll. It is very supportive. That brings a better feedback on the road. The driving experience is more sporty. Well, now I have raised L6. Let's go under its chassis and take a look. The entire front suspension double forklifts. Its chassis is also very flat. The material of the lower control arm of the rear suspension is steel. This makes it slightly worse than Avita 07 in terms of handling and luxury. Its rear suspension is a 5-link structure. It includes 5 links, upper arm, lower arm, front customization arm, and rear customization arm. The 4-link linkage is connected to the body and rear wheel hubs or steering knuckles through bushings. A suspension structure that works together to control the movement of the rear wheels. It can better control the movement trajectory of the wheel, then filter out some bumps and vibrations on the road surface. Improve vehicle stability and comfort. Then compare the two. HB Multi-Link will perform better in terms of extreme control and braking effects. That is based on the distance the car brakes. Avita 07, its 100-meter braking distance is 34.5 meters, and the ideal L6 is 37.4 meters. There is a gap of 3 meters. Don't underestimate these 3 meters. Sometimes an accident can be avoided. The 5-link suspension has more dimensions due to its stubborn nature. In theory, it will be better in terms of comfort and controllability. Well, this also shows that Avita 07 emphasizes personalization and sportsmanship. The ideal L6 highlights its comfort. We just looked at its chassis structure. Now let's talk about some of its configurations. What about Avita 07's Taihang Intelligent Control Chassis? Taihang Intelligent Control Chassis is configured through cross-domain integration of top-level hardware. Add self-developed software algorithms. Open up the smart driving domain, low-dis domain, and power domain. Make Avita 07 easier to drive, more comfortable and safer. Its core is intelligent control. He added smart air springs, intelligent air suspension, and CDC dynamic damping shock absorber. Generally, before a car leaves the factory, its resistance value is fixed. When the car comes to us, what condition did the manufacturer adjust the suspension of this car before leaving the factory? What kind of state would it be when it was put into our hands? What about empty suspension and CDC? It can be changed according to different road conditions or mode settings. Then when the road conditions are not very good, or when you need to cross country, then its suspension can be adjusted up and down. The maximum value for up and down adjustment of Avita 07's suspension is 125 mm, 65 mm up, 60 mm down. Well, L6 uses a continuously variable damping shock absorber. It is not equipped with the function of air suspension. For L6, it just has CDC continuous variable damping shock absorber. Then it is not equipped with an air suspension. Although Avita 07, its rear suspension is not as comfortable as the 5-link, but it has smart air springs, smart air suspensions, and CDC dynamic damping shock absorbers. This system also has stronger braking performance. It not only complements comfort, it is also manipulative. Well, 16, it takes the family comfort route. So Avita 07 will be more playable,